Yeah, hey, okay. Hey, I got my brothers and my fam standing next to me. I go to war for what I love until the death of me. You quitting in the first is not a threat to me. Because what break me is what makes me, it's my destiny. I know we heard it all before, but let me give it to you straight. When you're back against the wall, you just step up to the plate. Who to call, who gon' fall, don't be asking who to blame. Go insane, ayy, since I lit the flame, I ain't scared to burn away.
All right, guys, this is your boy Motown. We're coming to you again from Man Football Podcast program. Yet this time will be a little bit different, given that we now have a season one champion who went through the rigors of a season, 17 games that is. All right, put BTC in many weeks. All right, not only that, when it did his thing during the playoffs. All right, wild card, divisional, conference, and the granddaddy of them all, he brought home the chip. Where did he bring home the chips? I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna let him tell you. So, with that being said, who do I have the pleasure to be with right now?
Yo, yo, yo. Super Bowl
Hey,
Worms in the building.
yes, sir. The mighty, powerful, standing Goliath. Talk to us, champ. How your day going?
It's going good. It's going good. We in Disney right now, so we feeling special.
All right. Now you and Disney as the head coach. Any players down there with you?
Oh yeah, yeah. We got Icy Mike, we got Baker, we got Bucky, and a
Okay.
couple of the fellas.
That's what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, we're going to get on right into the good facet of things. You are our current standing champion. All right. You were able to put BTC throughout the season, able to repeat the same season during a reboot, bringing home two chips. But number four, the Tampa Bay. Boom, 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 cannons all day. Talk to us about the Super Bowl, what you felt about the game, how you get there, and what it means to you to get another chip.
Well, it means everything, you know. We strive for the chip. We're not regular season warriors, so we expect high expectations every year. We had a tough journey. We had some ups, had some downs. But we fought through and we got through. Um, the competition was fierce. The playoff competition was fierce, and we put our heads down and Icy Mike, led us with that championship DNA.
My man, okay, and that's what the men should be worried about, given that you're looking to defend your title. But with that being said, we got to know who you are, Worms. You brought home a chip, so tell us about where you from, who is your favorite team, how you got there, and what's your expectation of just you moving forward.
Oh, first things first. I'm from the great state of Jersey. People that's
Garden
not from my
State,
area call it New Jersey, the Garden State.
okay.
The home of the real pasta and pizza. And I first grew up loving football by watching Corey Dillon. I was never
mm,
really a Bengals fan, but I liked Corey Dillon. But I became a Panther fan from watching Steve Smith.
mm,
Someone short with a lot of grit, a lot of grind. And from there on, I've always been keep pounding. So
okay.
that's my team. I've been diehard.
So so knowing that you put that work in because of what you saw stellar performance of guys actually doing their thing, um, tell us who is that player for you right now on the team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, a lot of people know my Discord name is Icy Mike and them Boys. My favorite wide receiver of all time is Mike Evans.
Okay.
He's not a show out. He just comes to work, he clocks in, he does his job, and he's Mr. Consistent, 1K every year, except for this year. He got injured, so we can't hold that against him. But Icy Mike retired on us. And he deserves it. He gave us 2 rings. I couldn't ask to give him a better storyline.
Beans. Now, given that you made it to the Super Bowl, what did you think going before starting the game, during the game, and how'd you feel afterwards?
We came up with a game plan. We're definitely defensive made, even though we rely on icing Mike a lot. But we're defense made. DJ Johnson and Yaya and Via had a talk, and they said, "Hey, look, they're gonna bring the pressure. Just make sure you have some help over the top for Thornton."
Okay,
That's
all
exactly what we
right.
did. Bolden led the charge. He jammed him at the line to slow him up, and we had Ben Morrison over the top for the help. That ended
Mm,
up in 2 picks.
wow. You definitely felt as if you got him out of his comfort zone. What point of the game did you think you were bringing home the chip? First quarter, third quarter, late fourth?
On second quarter we was dominant. I believe we gave a whopping 21 points in the second quarter, forced a lot of
Mm,
TOs. Um, we even popped off the game strong. First play up top to superstar Devin Culp, who just jumped over Jeremy Chin.
yeah,
It was an amazing catch, a great
that was
deep ball
nice.
by Baker.
That was nice. You let the Raiders know, hey, you're here to put that work in, and that's what you did. You brought home the chip. I have a question for you. Now, did you think the game would be as easy as it was, or harder than what you expected?
I wouldn't call the game easy, but I wouldn't call the game hard.
Okay.
I would want to say the game was very intricate. Um, a lot of your style against my style, your audible against my audible. Who's going to make the better adjustment? Who's going to be able to find the right pass? And we found more better passes. Baker had a better completion rating and less turnovers, same amount of touchdowns. So it was really just a battle of the two giants between Baker and Stafford.
Okay. Now, knowing that you got there based on your skill set, so now the question that I want to ask you is, do you believe that the players, your skill set is based on your skill set or the team you have? Which one you think that is?
But I also don't have the slowest guys in the world on defense. So, I think and speaking about that, we let Thornton and Bowden go at each other 1-on-1 2 times. And Thornton showed that he's the better 1v1 man.
Okay.
So Bowden asked for a little bit of assistance and we gave it to him. On the offensive side, my running back is the great Bucky Irvin. He's not a speed guy, but he has like Le'Veon Bell mindset. He know how to be patient, go through the proper holds, read the blocks, and he had a great day for us.
Right, right. Now, given that you were able to do multifaceted things during the game, do you believe that there was anything you left out there on the field during the Super Bowl?
Yes, I'm glad you asked me that. I want to give a big shout out to one of our silent unsung heroes. Um, our leading all pro tackle, Tristan Wormz. He
Okay.
had Max Crosby in prison. I didn't even know he was out there. I felt super comfortable in the box. I'm in the pocket all day, making adjustments, having time, reading the right reads. Tristan Wirfs wore the heart on his sleeve that day, and we asked
Mm,
him to do a task, and he got it done.
okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes men think that they have the answer until they don't have the answer, and that was evident as Max Crosby didn't. I didn't even think he recorded a stat in the game. So that's sound work.
Not at all, not one sack.
Yeah, that sound word. Not Max Crosby, not from the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Come on now. We're rooting for you, Max. All right. But with that being said, given that you have the talent, think an imminent repeat is nearby.
Um, I feel as though that, it's a chance for us to go up and, lift up the Lombardi Trophy every year. We did let Icy Mike retire off to the sunset. So, T. Higgins and Bryce Ford Wheaton, they got some big shoes to fill. But he taught them well. So, we're optimistic for them, and we're gonna see what they do.
All right. Beans. So, with that being said, we want to thank you for making this time presentable so that the brothers can hear knowledge. You gave some jewels. You were able to put the work in week to week, grind and grind, and you end up winning the whole thing. So, I want to commend you again for me personally to you, brother, that brings the best out of everybody. All right. And you're the consummate proof where, hey, you do it your way and you can win it. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to give you the final piece where we call it a sound off, where anything you want to go on the next 2 minutes, wear your heart on your sleeve. And then this moment, you can leave it on the server. So, talk about whatever you want to talk about in terms of the league, where you see it, what you want from the league, what you want to do from your own team. But that floor is yours. You can go in any direction.
For the lead, I don't have anything to say about the lead. The lead is great. It's well run by a great commissioner, Mo Tizzy Motown.
Thank you, bro.
I have no complaints about that. For the team, we just gotta fill Mike Evans' shoes. Be consistent and step up. Um, it is one thing that did stick out to me. When I won season one the first time, there was a lot of rumors going around saying I was, Mr. Dream made. For a lot of people
Hey,
who don't know
get
what
him.
Mr. Dream is,
Get him.
Mr. Dream is a knockout ability.
Okay.
But this year we did only player develop, and the proof is in the pudding.
Correct.
So I just wanted to debunk that myth.
There you
That's been
go.
heavy on my heart.
Okay. There-
And first thing first, and always the last thing, fire the cannons. Fire the
boom,
cannons,
boom,
because
boom.
we're not stopping. We're gonna keep letting off. So
All
that's
right.
all we gotta say. We're looking forward to next year.
Well, you know what, Wormz the legend, you finished off 13-4, but we'll be sadly mistaken. We don't give you the additional wins you actually got, which is another 4 wins. All right, you got a wild card dub, divisional round, conference championship, and the granddaddy and mob, Super Bowl LXI. I'm sorry, LIX. All right. With that, fellas, we got to thank Wormz giving us his time. He made this even possible. The men voted. They wanted to hear from the champ, and the champ showed up. He's the people's champ. He got that banner for 1 year. Y'all get on the server, like the tag. He put that banner up. We're going to rep well with all of us again. And again, Wormz, thank you, brother.
Anytime. Thanks for having me. Always BTA.
Hey, there you have it, fellas. Hey, 17 guys could do something all about it. Who gonna do something about it on his schedule? I hope I don't see you. All right, but if I see you, ain't no BTC. All right, I might lose, but ain't no BTC. All right. With that being said, that was our boy, our standing Super Bowl champion. We have to give him the love and the garnered respect in which he earned. Nothing was given to him. He went out there and took it. With that being said, this is your boy Moteezy, Motown. I got to see y'all in a new season. That league Super Bowl champion will be risen in a couple of hours. With that being said, see you all later, fellas. Peace.